Rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there's a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security on sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level. The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.
A chemical spill contaminating the water supply in 9 West Virginia counties.
This year alone, over 300,000 people in West Virginia had their drinking water contaminated.
What are the health effects of having these drugs in our drinking water?
It's forced medical treatment without the consent of residents.
My friends, water filtration is one of the most basic actions you can take to protect you and your family from the harmful toxins and heavy metals in your tap water.
On average, the county says it sprays with the glyphosate at least once a week.
Few filters cut out the glyphosates that is found in water supplies worldwide. Remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, hydrofluorosilicic acid, sodium hexafluorosilicate.
Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste.
It is our responsibility to protect our families. The establishment's not going to do it. It's time to take action. It's time to filter our water. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and use promo code WATER to get 10% off their entire family of incredible products. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he.
Obama.
He's Alex Jones
Obama.
on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Let's make this a year of action. That's what most Americans want.
Raising the debt ceiling does not increase our debt. Nobody is listening to your telephone calls.
The debate is settled. Climate change is a fact. And if people can't trust not only the executive branch, but also don't trust Congress and don't trust federal judges, then we're going to have some problems here.
What difference at this point does it make?
Everything is awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love this song.
Oh my gosh, I love Obamacare. I love being an idiot.
When we live in our dream.
That's right.
Everything is
I was looking at a photo up on Infowars.com just during the break in the rotating tile up there of stories, and it was Jay Carney throwing his head back, laughing with Obama. Ha, 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 ha. It's so funny. We say everyone's able to sign up. Obamacare works great. Oh, we tell them that, there's no energy deals to run scams. Oh, we tell people you can keep your doctor. Oh, we tell people you didn't build your business. They just go on with lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. And the Republican leadership run by John Boehner says you cannot get rid of Obamacare. It's here to stay, but we'll tweak a few things in it. No, we want it gone. It's criminal. It's disgusting. It's wrecking the country. But they want us dependent, and they make money off the corporate tax that goes directly to them. So here's that headline. Carney on Benghazi. This is a conspiracy theory looking for a conspiracy theory. And in the larger context, he's saying the memo about the cover-up of Benghazi and about talking points, it does not have to do with Benghazi. I'm going to say that again. You didn't build that business. Somebody else did that. Your kids belong to the state. This is just absolutely waging war on reality, waging war on the truth, waging war on sanity. This is mind control. Let's go to Herr Carney.
Like, this is a conspiracy and theory and virtue of a conspiracy.
The conservative group comes in and says, we want Benghazi documents. The administration says, this is not a Benghazi document, so we're not turning it over, right?
Again, I don't, like, this is a State Department FOIA request response. Yeah.
And we played the clip on Friday, too. We've got it there where he says, it's all over the news, he says this is not a Benghazi document when it says it's a Benghazi document, and that's what they're talking about. First, they said there were no documents. Now, this came out. They say it's a real document, but not a Benghazi document. And that'd be like if you walked on a Chevy dealership and walked over to a Corvette, and you said, I want to buy that Corvette, and they go, that is not a Corvette. And you said, yeah, it's a red Corvette, or it's a black Corvette. No, it's not. Or I liken it to the milk aisle. It says milk, there's milk, and somebody walks over and says, you're not getting milk out of the refrigerator, out of the cold case. Yes, I am. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're crazy. You're a conspiracy theorist. That's called gaslighting. Look it up. It's a psychological warfare technique. Now, when the baloney, when the BS won't work anymore, what do they go to? It was in the news 2 weeks ago that the Air Force and the Navy are going to completely pilotless aircraft that are self-autonomous. They're already in the air, but by 2020, all of them, and the flight crews will be robots, and robots will work on the robots, and that's the big goal. China's putting in the robots to get rid of people at Foxconn with the suicide nets, the forced abortions, the suicide vans, all of it. I'm not making this up. I just said suicide nets and execution vans. Look up those terms. I mean, this is real. And I'm freaking out, not because I'm the weirdo. I'm freaking out because I'm normal and something's got to be done. Our government doesn't even criticize China now. Our supposed corporations have moved to China and are deindustrializing this country. And we are replacing humans. Google cars are hitting the streets in all 50 states. They're going to replace humans. Then they're going to make humans have Google cars or computer cars saying they're safer. I've been saying that for 15 years plus. First few years, I wasn't that smart on air. Now it's being announced on TV. Will it be the law that you're not allowed to drive your car? Or will you be allowed to drive some, but the computer takes over if you make a mistake? That's already coming out with Toyota. This is the smart meters. All of it is total control. But the next level is space planes, robotic control. That's already in space on record. Undersea submarines that are drone. Drone ships, drone aircraft, and drone 18-wheeler systems that deliver combat robots, drone tanks. That's decades old. It's all being rolled out right now. But just like the movie RoboCop, the new one is so accurate to how things will really work, they want the human body because biomechanically it works better than even the latest machines they've got. And so they're now saying we might grow humanoids. This is an MIT, look it up. We might grow humanoids that don't have a brain but have a human body with computers in it, basically a replicant, a.k.a. Philip K. Dick, so that then we have the combat mechs we need. And they're saying that's the latest in biotech, and nanotech is taking stuff and calling it an invention, but really it's an abomination of life that, again, creates all this cross-species genetic leakage, which major studies you can look up show just the GMO crops are already leaching into human DNA and causing deadly mutations in humans. Cancer in children's only up 10,000% the last 50 years. Why not another 10,000%? Breast cancer's up 3,000%. How about more? No one wants to find the cure. Oh, I guess you do want to find the cure. The cure, the cure, the cure. No, you don't. The cure is finding out why it's exploding and why it's happening to begin with. The cure to lung cancer, stop smoking. The cure to not giving liver failure is don't drink 2 bottles of vodka every day. You understand? No one's talking about where it's coming from. So now you've got all these traumatized soldiers. How do you roll out the government taking over the internet? You go, for police and Homeland Security, we have to have a new internet that's secure, and then you'll be forced onto it and tracked. You have no rights on that new one. Then they release bugs and worms to take down the old internet. Okay? This is all the official plan. Internet 2, at least 18 years old. Look it up. Now it's being announced in Reuters right here in front of me. Now, here's the new one. Coming soon, a brain implant to restore memory. French news agency. In the next few months, highly secretive U.S. researchers say they will unveil new advances towards developing a brain implant they developed decades ago. They had remote-control cockroaches in the 70s, remote-control rats in the 80s. I know, because it's in the mainline scientific documentation. Developing a brain implant that could one day, don't worry, they always announce it the same way. This is far off, like next week, like 10 years ago. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA that brought you the loving internet, is forging ahead with a 4-year plan to build a sophisticated memory stimulator as part of President Barack Obama. See, he'll be credited like Al Gore for the invention of the internet. It had been around since the 70s when they first started building it internally. And then by the early 90s, he votes, along with the rest of the Senate, to increase funding so they would control what was already there, and then takes credit for inventing it. He also wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls. Did you know that he wrote the book of Leviticus as well? He also is hosting this radio show right now, and when I lifted weights this morning, he did that. Because, you know, if you lifted weights this morning, you didn't do that. Al Gore did that for you. The Defense Advanced Research Project, DARPA, is forging ahead with a 4-year plan to build a sophisticated memory stimulator. As part of President Barack Obama, if you don't take the brain chip, you're racist, $100 million initiative to better understand the human brain. The science has never been done before and raises ethical questions about whether the human mind should be manipulated in the name of staving off war injuries or managing the aging brain. See, oh, wait. It's for troops. Aren't you for the troops? Let them have a brain chip. Or it's for the old. Or it's for your kid that's misbehaving. Or suddenly people are getting neurological disorders at a young age because of, we don't know why. We're not going to look into why everybody's getting sick. But don't worry. We have chips that will fix it. We have systems that will help you. We care. We want to help everyone. We have the answers. Take the chip that DARPA just developed when Obama pledged billions of dollars towards the program and $100 million towards this. They haven't been working on it privately. It hasn't been admitted to be around for decades. Just search engine, cockroach with microchip. I mean, I remember being a kid in the late 70s when my dad had science magazines showing the roaches. Not hypothetical, remote control with a chip on their head, remote control. Robo-Rat was out in the early 90s. I remember seeing that. You know, 20 years ago. But, oh, it's brand new. Why not say Al Gore did it? Al Gore. He invented the brain chip. He invented Earth. We'll be right back with more on this and what it really means. From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape, but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. In the last 50 years, iodine has been phased out of our staple foods and replaced with the halogen bromine, a practice now banned in nations around the world. Guess what else is in the halogen family? Fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. In 1924, the federal government did the right thing and encouraged salt producers to add iodine. It's the good halogen on the periodic table, and the results are on record. Reports documented a 15-point IQ increase in